Hi guys, it's Lou. I'm doing like literally a super quick video this time, and it's just to talk about some fantastic accessories and sort of a really cool, quite sort of new brand in terms of people might not know it, but it's a very established brand now. So this is the card that I was given, and it's www.nurialondon.com. And the designer, and she's also an artist, is Nuria Gambu. I will apologise if I've mispronounced that. And then there's a details at the bottom. So she's an artist as well as a fashion designer. She came to London in 1997. In 2011 she won an award for her products and her designs. So I'm going to go quickly straight into them, so I'm not keeping you too long. We went to an event, my assistant and I, at Bloggers Love, and it was in Chelsea. I can't remember the name of the bar now. Bloggers Love, if you don't know, is an amazing sort of quite monthly event, sometimes a couple more, where it's sometimes a gifting lounge, and sometimes you get to meet new brands and talk to them and sort of write about it. It's also has lots of celebs go. They're really fantastic. I've been lucky enough to go to quite a few now, and I've hosted a couple as well, which is really fun. There's a lovely group of girls and guys that go, and it's really nice to meet people in the industry and talk about the different products. So this leather bracelet I was gifted by Nuria, and it's a little bit hard to tell in here, but it's actually sort of like a really dark sort of foresty green, a slightly sort of a gunmetal sheen to it, and this is laser cut into the leather, and it goes on as a cuff like that. Let's do it up properly for you. I love this. I just thought it was really cool. She was gifting bracelets to celebs on the night, and she had a few to pick from. There was a couple of animal skins, a different couple of colours, and actually it was just before Fashion Week, and I had an outfit I really wanted to wear, and when I saw this and I thought the colour was fantastic. I do live in black so much, and I just thought this was fun because it was slightly different in terms of colour. I just thought really chic. Not to say I love animal skin, but not everyone does, but that's obviously the next item I'm going on to. Now, when she was designing bags, she looked at items for herself, and sort of having the French ethos. She wanted a day bag that she could wear into the evening, and to be able to mix it up as well. So I've actually taken the strap off of this particular bag because it can be worn as a clutch, or and depending on how long you wear the strap, it can go across body, or you can have it so it's kind of like swinging from the arm. The only reason I've taken the strap off is I've been using it actually inside my larger bags as a quick go-to bag, and you'll see why when I show you. So this bag here is phyton, and it's genuine phyton. It's absolutely exquisitely made. If you can see the detail, you can see where the phyton skin is, so it's lifted. I will say with phyton, and because they're not, this isn't particularly coated, some bags are coated with phyton, you can feel the texture of the bag, but holding or touching obviously will stain, we can say stain the bag due, with heat or sweat. So it has, because I've been using it so much because it's so beautiful, it has slightly darkened. So if you open inside, this is ever so slightly lighter as it goes down, due to just where I've been holding it as a clutch. So these side panels here, so this is all around has the gold hardware, and this here is where the strap would sit on. So it goes through here and then clips on, and it would go over. I can push another picture up or add on top of the strap if anyone is interested in seeing the strap. I'm doing this as a clutch currently, or inside the bag, as I was saying. I just think it was so fun, and I love this all around. It just gave it quite a lot of really beautiful structure, and to hold it as well, I just thought That's fantastic. So I use this a lot over London Fashion Week, and I can provide some imagery as well for you there. So inside, so it's the plain leather inside, and this is a magnetic clasp which will attach to the bottom here. So inside currently I do have the tissue paper inside just to keep the structure. I like to do that with a lot of my bags. I'm going to take that out. Okay, so inside you'll see this incredibly gorgeous sort of oceany blue teal lining. There is a flap here at the front. So I've been using that for my train tickets, my credit card or my banker's card. There is a D-ring inside, so if you're a fan of things like Louis-Vuitton, you know about the D-rings. That's inside, so that you can clip your keys or a little mirror or a little pouche or whatever. Actually, to be fair, I think one of the smaller clays from Louis Vuitton would actually fit in here nicely, and that you could keep your change, because I know a lot of people are fans of that little piece. So again, so we'll go inside. So that it has at the back here, it has a large zipper pull. This is a lovely weighty zip pull here, so it's the quality of this is incredible, and the zip is fantastic. So that opens up nicely, and then there is a deep filled pocket inside there, so that's your safety aspect there. So again, if you want to do loose change or a house key or something that you want to make sure it's not sliding around in the bag itself. Let's try and get that. So that is the, excuse my fingers, the logo here in the leather, and it's stitched beautifully. And that's this Nuria London design. So that's the logo. Try and get that in. There we go. So you can see, look, the zip is incredible quality. So this is a stunning blue internal line. So it's actually a really spacious bag. I think you can actually get quite a lot in here. I have the Samsung Galaxy Mini, and then I have a crystallised case from Crystal Remains over the top of it, so it's actually quite thick, and that fitted beautifully in. I got a compact, I got my press pass, I had Lippy, I actually had a small bottle of Hermes perfumes, which I actually got from a BA flight, oddly enough, but it's perfect. When it runs out, it's a screw top, so you can decant it, so you can wear your that fragrance, you can fill it up again from your big bottle at home, which is nice because when you're out, you don't always want to carry a huge glass bottle with you, or if you're going for dinner in the evening, you want to freshen up. You don't want to take like 100 milliliter or 50 milliliter. So that fitted beautifully inside. I did take some of Nuria's cards with me as well because I knew lots of people were going to ask me about her designs. I'm just going to pop that there for a second. So on the back here is one of the other designs that Nuria has done, and she's actually known beautifully for her exotic work and her unique sensibility of her designs. This particular shape comes in 6 colours from what I've seen. I don't know, there might be more. One is black pony skin, one is a plain leather, one was crocodile, and one had a fur, I think it was mink over the top if I remember rightly, and I was torn between the two. And the only reason I didn't actually have the mink in the end is I was worried about holding it and getting it dirty, and then also over London Fashion Week it was quite rainy, and I think fur can get damaged quite really easily if it gets wet, and it produces kind of not very pleasant smell. And also a lot of people aren't really into fur, and obviously we could talk about that as another video. That there are so many things about fur, and yes, I know this is python, so some people might not like that aspect, but I just thought it was incredible work. So you do have a look on her website, and they do one which is plain leather. Nuria on the evening, I believe, was wearing a really dark navy bag, which was the plain version, which was stunning as well. But some of the pieces she does have are very unique. She showed me one which was in the shape of a calla lily, so it was quite long into sort of the cone, and if you pulled open the calla lily, that became the pattern side. So they're really unique, they're really fun. What was lovely about them is they are quite quirky but incredibly beautifully made, and actually there's some pieces on the website you must have a look at. and just the time and energy that's gone into producing the pieces is stunning, as well as these as well. As I said, there are skins to match the bags. One was a kosher crocodile piece, which was sort of tapered in, which I thought was really, really pretty as well. I do like crocodile skin. I do have a couple of crocodile handbags, but they are vintage pieces. With my furs and my skins, I tend to use vintage pieces. I don't particularly have a massive against skins, but I also don't like the way certain furs are done now. I think that is a little bit too much. So I know it might sound two-faced to say I do wear fur, but I don't like the premises of how it was. So if I do wear fur or do use skins, they tend to be vintage pieces. So my bags are vintage pieces, and they were my grandmother's, or I've picked up through all sorts of avenues of when I found them. So that's really, so I just wanted to quickly talk about, and I've gone on for 11 minutes, so I never really managed to do short videos. Again, so Nuria London, and we're going to be doing a piece which will be linked to Mead magazine, which is for the Mead magazine. I write a little piece for them, so we're going to put something about the bags on there, so you can either link to that or go straight to her website. So thank you so much.